What if I told you that fear can spread through a fish tank like a virus? Not by attack, not by sound, not even by seeing danger, just by being near another scared fish. And scientists actually proved this in a real experiment, which raises a disturbing question. If fear spreads between fish, then what emotions are your fish absorbing every single day? Because after reading these experiments, I genuinely started looking at aquariums differently.
For decades, humans believed fish were basically emotionless creatures. Tiny brains, tiny memories, pure instinct. But recently, scientists started discovering something uncomfortable. Fish don't just react to fear, they communicate it. In the experiment, researchers exposed certain zebrafish to stressful situations designed to trigger fear responses. The fish became visibly distressed, rapid swimming, freezing, defensive behavior, panic movement. But then something strange happened. Nearby fish that were not exposed to the danger, started showing fear too. Their behavior changed, their movement changed, even their stress responses changed. It was almost like the fear had spread through the water itself, but there was no physical attack. The fish were reacting to the emotional state of the others. Scientists call this fear contagion. And yes, that's disturbingly similar to emotional contagion in humans. Now think about your own aquarium for a second. Imagine one aggressive fish constantly stressing the others, one bullied fish hiding every day, one terrified fish spreading panic through the tank without you noticing. How many aquarium behaviors that we call normal might actually be psychological stress? That's the creepy part. Because fish can't scream, they can't cry, they can't tell you they're stressed. Their behavior is the language, and most owners never learn how to read it. But here's where the experiments become even more unsettling. Scientists discovered that some fish personalities react more strongly to fear than others, meaning some fish are naturally more anxious, some recover quickly, some stay stressed longer, and some may even remember frightening experiences long after the danger is gone, which sounds almost impossible until you realize humans do the exact same thing. And suddenly, fish stop feeling like tiny swimming decorations and start feeling psychologically alive. Now imagine this from the fish's perspective. A glass box, nowhere to escape, constant movement outside the tank, bright lights, tank tapping, aggressive fish, sudden environmental changes, and every stressed fish around them spreading even more fear into the environment. That might explain why some fish suddenly hide forever, stop exploring, freeze when owners approach, act different after tank changes. Maybe they aren't acting weird. Maybe they're stressed in ways we never understood. So if fish can absorb stress from each other, can they also absorb calm? Surprisingly, probably yes. And according to fish behavior experts, reducing psychological stress in aquariums often comes down to one thing: creating an environment where fish feel safe. That means stable lighting, hiding spaces, reducing aggressive tank mates, avoiding constant tapping on the glass, minimizing sudden changes, maintaining predictable routines. Because fish are heavily pattern-based animals, and when their environment constantly changes, their stress levels can stay elevated for long periods. Some fish owners even notice dramatic personality changes after improving tank conditions. Fish that used to hide suddenly explore again. Fish that looked lifeless become active, almost like the tank atmosphere itself changed. And honestly, maybe it did. The terrifying part about these experiments isn't that fish feel fear. Most animals do. The terrifying part is that fear spreads socially between them, which means aquariums might have emotional atmospheres we can't even see. And honestly, once you realize that, you never look at a fish tank the same way again. So next time your tank suddenly feels off, maybe one fish is trying to warn the others, and maybe they're already listening. If this video genuinely changed how you see fish, comment "Fish are smarter than we thought," because I think we've underestimated these animals for a very long time. And subscribe to the Aquarium Mind if you want more videos about the hidden psychology of fish.